You don't even know when it started, do you? That quiet desperation to be liked, to be chosen, to be seen as good. Maybe it was the way she looked at you once, soft, approving, and for a moment, you felt enough. Maybe it was the way your mother smiled when you did what she wanted, or maybe it was the silence that followed when you didn't. That silence became your prison. You learned early. Love isn't free. It has to be earned. So you became the pleaser, the fixer, the one who says, "It's fine," when it's not. The one who listens, apologizes, comforts, even when you're the one bleeding inside. You told yourself it's kindness, but deep down you know it's fear. Fear of losing her, fear of being unwanted, fear of being alone. You keep asking yourself, why do I keep attracting women who don't respect me? Why do I get ignored, ghosted, taken for granted? But the truth is harsher than you want to admit. You don't attract women like that. You train them to treat you that way. Because every time you bend, break, or shrink yourself just to keep her happy, you teach her one thing. Your boundaries are negotiable. That's not love. That's parentification. You're playing the same role you played as a child, the caretaker, the emotional sponge. You learn to read moods like a radar, scanning for danger, for disapproval, for rejection. That's called hypervigilance. It's what happens when love feels unsafe. You didn't become a people pleaser because you're nice. You became one because you were afraid. Afraid that if you stopped being good, you'd stop being loved. That's the wound that drives you. The inner child who believes his worth depends on how much he gives, how well he performs, how small he can make himself. You don't want to upset her. You don't want to disappoint anyone. So you abandon yourself again and again just to keep the peace. But here's the cruel truth. The more you please women, the less they respect you. Not because women are cruel, but because people instinctively value what has boundaries, what has self-respect, what can walk away. You think being the nice guy earns love, but it only earns comfort, predictability, control. She doesn't want your compliance. She wants your presence, your spine, your authenticity. Because love without boundaries isn't love, it's dependency. And dependency always ends in resentment. That's why you're tired. Tired of giving more than you get. Tired of chasing validation. Tired of being the emotional hero in everyone else's story, while you keep disappearing from your own. You keep calling it being loyal. But loyalty without self-respect is just self-abandonment in disguise. You think you're protecting her feelings, but what you're really protecting is your fear of rejection. That's the shadow work you've been avoiding. The dark side of you that craves approval because it never got unconditional love. The part that whispers, if I stop being useful, they'll stop loving me. But here's the truth that'll set you free. Real love doesn't need your compliance. It needs your truth. The moment you stop trying to please everyone, you start attracting people who respect you because your energy changes. You stop begging. You start choosing. You become the man who doesn't chase peace. He creates it. The man who isn't afraid to disappoint someone because he refuses to disappoint himself. Stop trying to please women. Please yourself first. Please the version of you who spent years walking on eggshells. The boy who swallowed his anger, his needs, his truth, just to feel safe. He deserves your loyalty now, not them. You. When you stop performing, you start living. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you stop pleasing, you finally start healing. Because strength isn't about being hard. It's about being whole. And when you finally meet a woman who sees you, the real you, she won't want your silence. She'll crave your honesty, your clarity, your courage. So stop trying to please her. Start trying to know yourself. Because the man who knows himself can't be manipulated, can't be broken, and can't be forgotten. If this spoke to something inside you, don't just scroll past it. Take a breath. Sit with it. Then hit subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because this space is for men who are done pretending, done pleasing, and ready to rise. So like it if it hit home. Share it with the one friend who needs to hear this tonight. And remember, the strongest thing you'll ever do is finally choose yourself.